gonna lie.
What's it like to act out scenes with NBA players?
It's a shell shock almost because they're so good at what they do in their world that you almost think they spend too much time doing that. They're not gonna come in and know how to fit in my world and be good at it, right? But SGA, man, that guy came in, was a professional.
Shay, between me and you, there's nothing but respect.
I also filmed with Tyrese Maxey, and it was a blessing getting to work with them because they made me better.
MP, what's going on, my brother?
Hey, Tyrese, my brother.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, likewise.
In one day, we can go through anywhere from 20 to 45 pages. See how thick this thing is?
Good news, bad news. It's all just news.
From beginning to end, you know, this cycle pretty much starts in January and goes through June.
That's a wrap!
Oh, he's still following.
Yeah.
It's still happening. It's still happening.
And there's more from American Express coming to.
Obviously, this isn't the way we wanted to start the series. Losing a key contributor in practice this morning is tough. But listen, keep your heads up. We'll be back soon enough. And we don't make excuses on this team. It's the next man up, no matter what. So we're going to go out there, we're going to execute, and we're going to win the game. Let's go.
Let's go!
Hi!
Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Chicago Bulls are coming off a dominating 4-game sweep in round 1. Will their confidence finally be tested? Tonight, they go up against the Atlanta Hawks. The opening game of the conference semifinals. Up next.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's Young in at the point guard position. And for Chicago, Terry is out there with the Cobra. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Buzelis in at the 4. You look at Atlanta. Well, they had very little trouble in their first-round matchup. It was a clean sweep.
And they're hoping to carry that momentum into this series. But they know they've got their work cut out for them. This is a much tougher task than round 1.
Here's the Cobra. Pass to Huerter. Offline with his 3. Here's Atlanta. Here's Rizachet. There's the 3. No good that time. Here's the Cobra. And to find out a member of the starting lineup is out so close to tip-off, I mean, this has got to be jarring for this team.
They can throw off routines as well as rotations when a starter goes down. When something like this happens, it really tests the mental fortitude and resiliency of a team. I'm curious to see how they'll handle it.
After Rizachet, Johnson for 3, gets the three-pointer to...
And you can tell Rizachet has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Here's the Cobra, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
The 3-ball. Chicago grabs the miss. Down low, here's Buzelis. Again, Chicago.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Back to Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
The Cobra passes to Huerter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game. And Huerter drops them both. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Johnson with a screen on Huerter. To the middle. Will it go? And Johnson with the stop.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. The Cobra in the last game against Orlando was tremendous. He picked up 54 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Here's the Cobra. He has 6. They set the pick. From the arc. And the Bulls, another 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. Pass to Young. Pulls up from the corner, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
And Young is at his best when he's hunting shots, especially when he's firing off the catch.
Here's the Cobra. 9 points in the game so far. Terry outside. Jacks up a three, and again it will fall. Just a good there from the Cobra. The Cobra's got 12 points in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Here's Young from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Young's got his second basket of the night.
And you knew Young was waiting for that opportunity. He had the response for that three.
Vucevic is screen on Young. The Cobra passes to Vucevic, and he uses the glass on the way.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Hawks trail by 10. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Young outside. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Daniels. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's Chicago as they wrap up the first quarter with a huge surge. An 18-7 run. And we'll get going after this from United Center. You are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making
ends up going with the new group, and Atlanta will go for a different look here. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Vucevic the pass to the Cobra. Back to Vucevic. Here's the Cobra. No good from outside. The Hawks trail by 7. Alexander Walker passes to Johnson. Outside Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Chicago's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Kicks it out to Terry. Here's the Cobra. 12 points for him. Buries the long-range jumper. The Cobra's got 15 points.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the back. And there's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And it's Risa Shea missing. Here's the Cobra. Another 3 for Chicago.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
The Hawks trail by 14. 34 seconds left in the first half. Johnson up top, uncovered. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
The Cobra's shot is off. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Shea with it. Good work defensively by Terry. He gets it up. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so we conclude the first half. Bulls out front, ending the second quarter with a 13-5 run. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hey everybody, it's halftime of game one and a big lead right now for the Chicago Bulls.
It's not just about taking a shot. It's about taking the right shot. They've made a lot of good decisions out there.
Sometimes you just have a great night. Here in the studio, that's, I guess, every night, huh, Shaq?
I would agree, my brother.
Checking out the circumstances for the Chicago Bulls. I'm curious, you guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a game one like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie, like getting everyone on notice. And game ones are really the best chance for the underdog to sneak in and steal a win.
Yeah, you say that, Kenny, because you're the underdog around here. You better not be stealing nothing away from me. Stay away from my snacks. I'm the alpha.
Well, glad the whole pack was able to weigh in on that one. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. We're seeing a tremendous game here from the Cobra.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first two quarters.
Well, he is playing to his strengths right now, just spreading the basketball around to his teammates and making everybody better.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. For three, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. And it's Young in at the one. Here's the Cobra. Pass to Herter. To the paint. A nice shot by the Cobra. That's 23 points for the Cobra.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Young from outside. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Young looking around. In the corner, Daniels. They get it back.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Terry outside. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. The Cobras' shot is off. The Hawks trail by 16. Outside Daniel. Johnson left side. Over Buzelis. It's all in by the Bulls. The Cobras got 4 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Picked by Vucevic. Inside. To the Cobra. Here's Buzelis. And it's good. With time running down in the shot clock. Buzelis has got his 3rd bucket of the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Young. Okongwu kicks to Johnson. They could use a bucket. Over to the left wing. And it's Risa Shea missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Herder passes to the Cobra. Vucevic is screen on Young. Pass to Vucevic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. For Chicago, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And the Hawks making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Onyeka Okongwu, 3rd.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Here's Alexander Walker. 1:53 left here in the third quarter. Outside Daniel. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the night right here. That free throw, no good. Collins checked in for the Bulls. He hits the second from the line. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's the Cobra. 26 points for him. To the inside. Clock is at 3. Pass to Buzelis. Over Daniels. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Porzingis is checked in for Atlanta. 1:19 left to play in the third. Here's Alexander Walker.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's the Cobra. He's covered by Daniels. The Cobra passes to Collins. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to the Cobra. Drains the three-pointer. The Cobra's got 29.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Alexander Walker. Porzingis at the elbow. Over Collins. He's on target from 8 feet out. Porzingis has got 6.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Daniels, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Here's Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists tonight. And so it's the Chicago Bulls closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and...
For the Bulls, Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Jalen Smith comes in for Patrick Williams. And it's the Cobra in for Jones. Hawks have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Jalen Smith is out there with Zach Collins. And it's the Cobra. Then there's Dosunmu. And it's Giddey in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. The Cobra misses the 3.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Good on the 3-point shot.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Puts up a deep 3, out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
Atlanta's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, if you give Ricochet a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Here's the Cobra, and the shot goes in. The Cobra's got 36.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the 3-point line.
Pass to Johnson. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And it's Ricochet missing. Chicago's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for Chicago.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for Game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the Cobra.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
Yes, that goes in. The Cobra's got 43 points.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Pass to Ricochet. Clock reset for the Hawks. The shot and game clock separated by 4. To the paint. Here's Okongwu. And that one goes long. Here's the Cobra from deep three-point land. Misses the shot. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
I'm here with MP, whose team pulled out a gutsy win after finding out just moments before tip-off they'd be down a starter. How much confidence does it give you to win this game without one of your most important players?
You know what? We're a confident bunch, Jennifer. I don't think we learned anything we didn't already know. But I bet the other guys are less confident after seeing what we did tonight. And they're probably not looking forward to seeing us at full strength. You know?
Sounds like a great game, MP. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, and so long, everyone.
MP in the locker room, moments before the tip-off of Game 3. MP, there's been some chat on social media about a bug that's going around.
Yeah, I seen that.
So won't you tell them how you feeling?
Okay, I mean, listen, it's simple. Y'all don't gotta worry about your boy MP. I'm 100% locked in and ready to go.
See that, folks? He's doing just fine.
Yeah, better than fine, actually, Xander. I'm about to put on a show for all y'all tonight, so just keep watching. MP, out. Oh, man. This is ridiculous. I've been throwing up all day, bro.
Yeah, you might want to sit down. You been able to keep fluids down?
Not really. I've been working with the trainer, so I think I'm as good as I'm going to get right now.
You ever played a game this sick before?
One time in high school, I had strep throat. 103-degree fever. Yeah, fatigue, all of it. My mom was furious that I played.
It's fair to your mom. How'd you do?
Like what? Like in the game in high school?
Yeah, how'd you do?
Triple-double, bro.
Good. You serious?
You're dead serious, bro. You know, I'm gonna try to see if I can tap into some of that magic tonight. Right after I got the buzzer game.
Yesterday was. big defense side. So we got that thing set up. Now it's playing strong.
Who's cutting it?
Tell me what we on, I'm on the same. If I plan for cuz ain't nice, but I hate them.
Were you trying to get crazy with ese? Don't you know I'm loco?
Lose control.
Who's
I can see that from a mile away, see it. You can step my I can see that from a mile away, see it.
Please stop by your nearest ticket booth or visit our website to get yours today.
Visit the team's website for more information for availability of any upcoming games.
Fans, don't forget to bring your family to our upcoming pack giveaway. Enjoy an exciting game and receive a free Hawks pack.
Folks, don't forget to come out to the game for Calendar Day. Which, by the way, last year there was pictures of your favorite mascot, Harry the Hawk, and the Hawk cheerleader.
Looking to get your hands on an Atlanta Hawks t-shirt? Just come out to the game or our giveaway night. Every Sunday to hit the Hawks with one of the Hawks. Heading to our next giveaway game, be sure to get here early. Only the first 20,000 fans will receive their own ATL mini flag. All right.
Game 3, Eastern Conference semifinals. The Chicago Bulls come into Game 3 up 2 games to none. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Hawks. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
This series already at 2 games to nothing. A lot to play for tonight. This is the Eastern Conference semifinals. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Kobe White. And it's the Cobra in at the 1. And for Atlanta, Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Taking a look at Chicago, they're firing on all cylinders. Up 2-0 in the series. But now they enter a hostile environment.
Yeah, and that often affects your secondary scores the most. Some of the shots that go in at home don't on the road. They may need their stars to step up early in this one.
Now here's Young. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Look, when Porzingis has it there, there's not much you can do defensively.
Here's the Cobra. Here he goes. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own. Tough times for MP and the rest of the roster here in Game 3. A lot of reports coming out. A large portion of the team is dealing with the virus.
Yeah, and it seems like most players are going to try and gut it out. But they won't be anywhere close to 100% tonight. Eventually, the toll it takes on you shows up, and you feel sapped of energy. Nice pass by Risache. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. White for 3. Rebounded by Daniels. And it's Daniels with the ball for Atlanta. Pass to Young. The 3 is up. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls on offense. And so far, no one has figured out a way to slow this group down. 6 wins in a row in the postseason and aiming to make it 3-0 here tonight.
They are definitely a talented group, and they are clearly in the driver's seat right now. But that could change here tonight.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vooch setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Screen by Young. From deep, Johnson. Kept alive by Atlanta. Here's Porzingis. And he comes up with a bucket. Porzingis has got 6.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Count it.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feeds from these interior spots.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Right side, Young. Back to Johnson. Porzingis passes to Young. Off target from 3-point range. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Cobra in the last game against the Hawks was simply terrific. He dropped 48 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
That's good stuff, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Now here's Daniels. Inside. Young, the pass to Porzingis. That's in! Coming off an assist from Young. And it's 8 points for Kristaps Porzingis. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and... Chicago trailing here. On the court for Chicago. They've got Josh Giddey. Buzelis out there with Isaac Okoro. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's the Cobra in at the point. Collins passes to the Cobra. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago passing it around. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, this is a highlight of Giddey's game. His innate ability to set others up.
The Hawks shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Here's Gay. No luck on that one.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Like, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Here's the Cobra. And he misses the go-ahead basket. To the inside. Here's a Kongwu. Oh, the dunk by a Kongwu.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's the Cobra. Gay with a rebound. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Jacks up a three. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Buzelis. The three. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Atlanta leading by 5. To the middle. Tipped. And they're pushing it up. Collins passes to the Cobra. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
It's tipped. Here's the break. Kennard on the wing. No points so far. And that was good.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Gay. Risache comes in for Houston. Daniels checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Trae Young in for Kennard. Then for Chicago, Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. Herder comes in for Okoro. And it's Kobe White in for Giddey.
And Daniels doesn't mess around. When he's charging inside, he's focused on the flush.
Pass to the Cobra. Takes a three. And again, no good by Chicago.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
Okongwu, a screen on Herder. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen. And so we wrap up the first half. Hawks ahead, leading by 14. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Greetings,
Yeah, they are letting it fly. We need an air traffic controller out there.
I'll grab the cones and vests out of the... Checking out how the Hawks are doing. And that is going to do it.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. It has been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Risache at the three, Johnson at the four. Trae is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt, and it's Porzingis in at the center position. So that's the Hawks 5.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And that one drops.
We've seen Porzingis be this dominant before. For him, it's all about keeping that confidence.
The Cobra passes to White. And that one is stuffed right through.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Atlanta leading by 12. Here's Young. Pass to Risache. Daniels outside. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Here's Buzelis. And stolen by Porzingis. Daniels outside. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Risache. Porzingis with a screen on Herder. 5 to shoot. Here's Young. Chicago with a rebound. Buzelis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Herder. Uses the glass on the layup.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Young with it. Give him 8. Outside Johnson. Outside Young. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
Most people think of Young as a perimeter player, but he has the courage and toughness to work inside.
Okoro is checked in for White.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
The Cobra passes to Okoro. Here's the Cobra. Give him 8. Outside Herder. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3. Herder's got 5 now.
Oh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
Here's the Cobra. Pass to Herder. Here's the Cobra. Vucevic, a screen on Daniels. The Cobra passes to Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to...
The lob! Porzingis with the flush.
This is why you lobbed it Porzingis' way. Great job using his height and length.
And Atlanta making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Collins, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Josh Giddey's checked in for Okoro. And it's Dosunmu in for Herder.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pass to Collins. And stolen by Porzingis. And here's Daniels. He's covered by Dosunmu. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Daniels. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Daniels has gotten his second bucket of the game.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
The Cobra passes to Williams. Here's the Cobra, covered by Daniels. Back to Dosunmu. Pass to the Cobra. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Daniels. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. And here's Rizachet. Shoots over to Dosunmu. Williams grabs the board.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Here's the Cobra. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
Daniels passes to Porzingis. Shoots over Collins. Porzingis misses. That shot is off. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Atlanta on top, up by 15. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability.
Number 2.
Kennard, right side. Pass to Young. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Six to shoot. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like truth is right in your face.
Here's Gay. Pass to Kennard. There's Young with the three. He got a piece of it. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Nice shot by Kennard.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Oh, got that one up quick.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Risache comes in for Alexander Walker, and Dyson Daniels subbed in for Kennard. Now Young. Tries a spin move. Scores off the spin. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Bulls trail by 19. Here's the Cobra. Good for two.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's Daniels. Outside Risache. Now Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Here's the Cobra. Cash from downtown.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And quit. Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Outside Risache. Left side Young. Outside Porzingis. Here's Johnson. Clock at 6. Porzingis with a screen on Herter. Oh, it misses. Bulls trail by 16.
And that'll wrap up game 3. Now we'll look ahead towards an important game 4 for the Hawks.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And they needed this win badly if they wanted to make it a series. And now it will be.
It's got to be a great feeling to get this W. They didn't want to put themselves even further in a hole than they already were.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Kristaps Porzingis.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up to the Hawks. Johnson outside. Here's Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Puts up the tray. That's off. Here's the Cobra. Covered by Daniels. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. Things were looking scary for them coming into tonight.
Okay, so story time. When I was in Europe, I had a rough start to the season. And that's because the adjustment to the pro game was tough for me. I didn't speak the language, and an airline had even lost one of my bags. Look, now that I think about it, I lost a pair of my favorite Jordans.
Oh, not the J's.
Yeah. Yeah, I was moping around during one of my first practices because of that, and a teammate came up to me and he said, MP, everyone's life is hard. Yours, mine, the people in the stands. Nobody cares about your problems.
Talk about tough love.
True story, yeah. He didn't like me at first either, but he helped me whether he knew it or not.
And how'd he do that?
He snapped me out of it. Out of all my self-pity, it was just gone. You know, I realized that I was dealing with something, but so what? And I had to ask myself, okay, I can try to overcome it, or I can give up. What kind of person do you want to be?
That actually makes sense, I'm not gonna lie.
Right. So, here we are. We've had a few things go against us this series, but so what? Everyone's going through something. And we've got a chance to go to the conference finals if we win one more game. One more.
All right, so how you feeling about your chances?
Bro, I am ready to run through a brick wall for this win. And nothing's gonna slow me down. I promise you that.
What up, Coach? Need some help?
How you feeling?
We want your time in the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word critical along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond and address your concern immediately. The National Basketball Association and the Chicago Bulls are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. If you still looking for tickets to any upcoming game, visit the Bulls ticket booth or on the team's website for more availability.
Game 5, Eastern Conference semifinals. The Chicago Bulls have a lofty series lead with 3 wins. Will overconfidence be their undoing? Or will their passion and determination help them prevail against the Hawks? Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up.
This is a do-or-die situation. Big Game 5. Always decisive. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Our game tonight featuring the Chicago Bulls as they go up against the Atlanta Hawks. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Risache. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And for Chicago, they've got Vucevic. Buzelis out there with Kevin Huerter. And it's Kobe White, and it's the Cobra in at the point. Take a look at the Hawks. You said it before, Greg, their backs are against the wall. They need a win here tonight, and then 2 more on top of that. That is a long list.
And for a lower seed, partner, that's a very difficult task. They can't think down the road, though. They need to stay in the moment, treat this as a one-game series. That's really all you can do.
Good advice.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your team.
Now, here is Young. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Bulls ball.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's the Cobra. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Johnson, the pass to Porzingis. Yep, that one goes.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Pass to Vucevic. Here's the Cobra. Picked by Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Vucevic. Now, Bruzelis. Here's the Cobra, headed by Porzingis. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
After setting a strong screen, the ball goes to Vucevic, and he makes a play.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allen LaForce, courtside. Allen.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant. We have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and hound him on every possession. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Chicago making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. The Hawks trail by 13, and we're getting confirmation now. MP is cleared to return in this one. Wow. He'll start the second half for his team.
They're saying it's a high ankle sprain, and I think it's likely that MP would sit the rest of this one out if it were a regular season game. But with his team on the cusp of getting through to the next round, I'm not surprised to see him try and play through it.
Here's the Cobra. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Down low. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis. The Cobra passes to Vucevic. Here's the Cobra. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. The Cobra's got 6.
Great pass by Vuce. One of the most skilled bigs of his generation.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Young's shot is off. Bulls leading by 13. Here's the Cobra. 6 points for him. Pass to Buzelis. To the wing right side. Here's the Cobra. Drills the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
And that pick takes the beat totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Too open that time. Made it look too easy.
For 3. One of the best from deep. Trae Young with the emphatic 3.
Inside. Vucevic down low. He's against Porzingis, and it's Vucevic missing. Kicks it out to Johnson. It's to Porzingis. Yep, it counts. 8 points for Porzingis.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's the Cobra. And it's Riziche with the rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either. precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
Here's Buzelis following the bucket by the Hawks.
And you gotta like watching Buzelis break down the defense, just taking what they give him.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from Porzingis.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Josh Giddey's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And is Dosunmu in for Kobe White. And a change for the Hawks. Alexander Walker's checked in. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. The Cobra in the last game against the Hawks had a huge game. He ended up with 41 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Nailed from three-point land.
A true highlight of Reece Richey's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Pass to the Cobra. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. The Cobra's got 12 points in the game. The Hawks trail by 9. Johnson outside. Here's Porzingis. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Now here's Dosunmu. Still scoreless. Here's the Cobra. 3-pointers off the mark. And it's the Hawks' ball. They're on a 14-5 run. To the middle. Outside Daniel. With the shot. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. 1 second left. No good there. And so it's Chicago heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. Here's Buzelis. Here's the Cobra. Hands the shot from the wing. 14 points for the Cobra.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Young, no good.
And they need his offense right now. But his shot is just not falling.
The Cobra's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Young. Now here's O'Connell. Vucevic defending. The Bulls leading by 6. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Outside, White. Here's the Cobra, defended by Young. Shot clock at 5. For the 3. And it's White missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Kennard. Here's the screen. Back to Young. Fires the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The Cobra. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Chicago. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Reza Shea finds Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Knocks down the three.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. From deep, he drills the three. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
And here's Daniels after the three-pointer from the Gopa. Young outside. From outside, a three-pointer. Good.
Well, you need to run Trey off of his shot. If Young gets into his jumper, it's normally going in.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately, Chicago leading by 11. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And yeah, it's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now, here is Young. And it's blocked. Johnson against Herter. 1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. Not that time. It won't go. The Hawks trail by 13. Here's Young. Reza Shea with the steal. Daniels.
Well, I like the activity of Daniels there.
He misses the free throw. And he can't hit the second. And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 12-3 run. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the three.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Chicago.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And I clearly think they showed to be the better team over the course of the series.
Hey, anytime you can win in five, I mean, tonight, of course, they are way out in front. You take a lot of that mojo into the next round. We'll see if they can keep this same sort of competitive attitude as the stakes get higher. The competition also gets tougher.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Cobra.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
It's good. And the Chicago Bulls will move on and eliminate any chance of a comeback with a big-time win here in Game 5. And, Greg, it's on to the conference finals for them.
And if there was anybody doubting this team heading into round two, this series should have erased any of those doubts. A convincing win for a team whose championship hopes are looking bigger and brighter.
It's time for us to say so long. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage during the second round of the NBA Eastern Conference Playoffs. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And
All right, I'm here with MP, the man, the myth, the legend, as he helps his team move on to the conference finals in his rookie season. How you feeling, bro?
Invincible! Unless this entire team gets struck by lightning, we're cruising through the next round. I'm talking 4 straight dubs.
Hold up, you guaranteeing the sweep?
I'm guaranteeing the sweep, Xander. And they can put that on their bulletin board, too. After what we've been through, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna feel like light work. Let's go!
A remarkably gutsy game from MP as he shakes off injury to lead his team to a series-clinching victory. I'm told the team is not worried about his status moving forward, and MP himself has said he's good to go for the conference final. MP's new basketball anime debuted at number 3 on Nielsen's top 10 overall streaming chart this week. It was number 1 for all animated programming during the same stretch, a huge success by any measure.